Hello, I'm Kabagamba Wilson, working with Farms to Uganda. I'm the Deputy Country Director. Today we are going to learn about working, and we consider the ants. Before we continue, let us look at the background or the history of this world. In the beginning, God created the man, and the man was given the responsibility to take care of the creatures. Man is still the supreme creature among the creatures which God created. Man was given the responsibility to take care of the creatures. All the nature, the animals were being given in the hands of man to take care of them. Now, as we see, there are two people, that is Adam and Eve, who were given this responsibility in the Garden of Eden. Now, as God finished his assignment, he left man to take care of, as I have told you. But again, there was a second person or a second party, that is the devil or Satan. He came with another voice by telling these people that, no, please, if you do this one, you will be more wiser than you are. Even you will be wiser than God who created you. They end up getting or eating the forbidden fruit. That's how things started. Man was created to work in the Garden of Eden. Man was created to love working. But instead loving, now we see working as a curse. No one is benefiting. Now, as farmers too, what do we do? As farmers too, we encourage people to love working because we are created to work. If you look at in the book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 8 to verse 11, we see that man was chased away from them. Now, he was given that spirit to continue working. And when you continue reading the same Bible in the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 8, we see man being reminded to continue working for 6 days. Therefore, if you are still alive, you should continue to love working. You can't stay on this world without working. If you don't work, it means you are going to be in a miserable life. Now, as farmers too, what do? We encourage people to love working. We encourage people to see that, to understand themselves. If they understand themselves, it means they are getting a solution to get out of poverty. We encourage people to work together. We encourage people to love whatever they are. We encourage people not to underlook, not to undermine any piece of assignment they have been given. You might ask yourself, why should I work? Why should someone get a task to work? First of all, working, it helps our bodies to make us healthier. As you do the exercise, it means you are helping your body not to fall sick every time. When you become sick, it means there is something. Also, if you don't work, it becomes a workshop for the devil, the idle mind. If you don't work, you become a problem to the issues of security. As people, they are planning to go and work for you, you are just sitting there. When they come back from home, from work, you find that again you become envious because of their working. Working is one of the ways how we can alleviate, we can reduce the rate of poverty. Whenever someone goes out, it means is getting a solution to the poverty. Because first of all, you have to understand yourself. As you understand yourself, then you ask yourself, what next? How can I go out of this level where I am? It means you should make a solution. You should get a task. You should get how should I fight this problem which is facing me? That is poverty. You find that as you continue working, when you are alone, you can't finish the assignment. So, as farmers do, we encourage people to be together as a group. Because if we are working together, that means if we are 10 people, we are 10 members working together, any given assignment, any given task can't be a problem compared to when you are one person. Work becomes easier. Work becomes like a game to play. work becomes not a burden. You feel like working together, enjoying the work. Also, working in a group, there is that social perspective. People, they work together, they socialize, you enjoy, you share problems, you share experience. Because when you are alone, you might be depressed, you get stressed because of problems which are facing you. But if you are socializing, if you are working together, if you are doing everything together as a team, that's how you can get solutions to any problem which are affecting you. Also, it helps people to get experience in different things, because if you have never got any experience in doing any assignment, so another person who has got an experience can assist you and know how to handle this any given task. Like this way, in Uganda, we are farmers. We grow different types of crops. Let me give you an example. Vegetable growing. If you are there alone, you can't learn to know how to grow vegetables. But through socializing, through working together, that's how you can get a member who has got experience and can teach you that, please, we do like this, we do like this. Then at the end of the day, you gain experience. Apostle Paul was given the responsibility. I wrote a letter to the people of Thessalonians, first letter, chapter 4, from verse 11, verse 12, saying people that please continue working. Through working, that's when you'll be able to assist yourselves. Through working, that's why you'll be able to look after your families. We encourage families to have an income generating activity. If the family is working well, it means even the whole community can be transformed. If the family is moving together as a team, it means also the whole society, the whole community will moving as a team. As farmers too, we encourage people to be together. As farmers too, we encourage people to work together. You find here, mostly in Uganda, you find the husband is alone, the wife is on her own, the children, they are on their own. But all these people, they are having gardens, but these gardens, they are on the one piece of land. When the harvest comes, that's when you can see chaos in the home. The husband, when he harvests the produce, he doesn't want the wife to encroach on them. Likewise, the children. Now, you find that after the harvest, each party will end up selling his or her produce. Now, at the end, you find the family is the total hunger facing it. Now, also, we continue. Now, God has created, as I told you, we are going to look at the ants. For those ones who have never seen the ants is an insect. An ant is an insect. But they move in thousands. We have got this way in Uganda. Most have got what they call the black ants. They are black, but they are in groups. We have got the red ants. Those ones also they move in groups. We have got the termites. All those ones they are called the ants, but they are moving in a big group. These people, these things, if you look at them, they seem as if they don't have a leader, but they work consecutively, they work together, they know each other. These ants, for them, they can make a war and they win that war. Suppose if you at night, you are sleeping, when these red ants invade you, they might chase you out of your house. It means if they decide to go and attack an enemy, they make sure that enemy is won. Likewise, we have got human beings, we have got our enemy. Our enemy is poverty. So, poverty, you can't be alone and win that war unless you are in a group. Likewise, as man was created, he was given to be in a good environment. But these days, you find that people, they are no longer upgrading, they are no longer loving the environment. They are cutting down trees. They are doing what they call deforestation, cutting down all trees, planting sugarcane. This way in Uganda, we grow a lot of sugarcane, but you find an open piece of land whereby the trees are nowhere to be seen. But again, when you look at those ants, for them, they love the environment. You find that wherever these ants are, trees, grass end up germinating. When you look at In the book of in the Bible, the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, from verse 6 to 11, King Solomon gave us a piece of advice that, please, you people who are lazy, you go and study the ants. For the ants, as I've told you, they work in a team. They work together. They encourage each other. They sacrifice themselves to any suffering member. If you have never seen these ants, like when they are like crossing where there is water, majorly the red ants, they can end up joining their elbows together and they move and they cross. So those ones who have joined, they end up calling their colleagues to come and make a way, make a road, and they cross. They go across there where there is no water. That is, they are sacrificing themselves for the benefit of others. Likewise, when we are in a group, it means my problem is your problem is mine. We end up sharing the problems. Also, when you are in a total dilemma, you can't fight that dilemma-ness unless you have contacted your fellow person. Therefore, as farmers too, we encourage people to work together. That's why when we are bringing our services to people, we don't encourage one person, but we look where the community is. Because we know all these people, they have got different problems facing them. But if they are together, we can sit together and we handle one problem at a time. That's why we are here before you. Thank you for listening to me. We shall meet another time.